Hello guitar friends. This video could be very helpful for beginners or even players that have been playing for many years who really don't understand chord construction. This is a very simple way of looking at it. It also is great for ear training. If you look at chords from this perspective, it will train your ear for these sounds. Any major chord is just three notes: the root, the third, and the fifth. But if you replace the third with the second note of the scale, it's a sus2 chord, more commonly played with this grip. Sometimes players call this a 9 or an add 9, but because it has no major third in it, it's a sus2. You've heard this chord commonly used like this. Here's an A sus2. D sus2. A sus2. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. If you put the fourth note of the scale in the chord instead of the third, you have a sus4 chord. There's a common way of playing it. Very popular with acoustic players in the key of D. You hear things like a D, D sus, D, D sus. It's a sus4, but it's often referred to as just a sus. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a 6 chord. Anywhere you play the scale on the guitar, you can figure out these notes just counting the notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That applies with all these chords. Here is a major 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Never to be confused with the 7th chord. If you combine the 6 and the major 7, you'd have a chord that I believe I would write as a 6/ major 7. And it makes a very nice ending chord. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is an add 9. It sounds very much like a sus2, but it has the major third in it also. Now if you combine the 9 and the 6, you have a 6/9 chord. It is also a chord used a lot in traditional country music, particularly when played live, for an ending chord. And it's, I have to say, maybe the ultimate rockabilly ending chord. Here is a major 9. It's a major 7 with a 9 in it, but it's usually just written major 9. Excuse me. Often used very much in the same way a 6/9 is used. Sometimes they're used together like this. Used a lot in a lot of little major chord progressions in R&B. And then we have the major 13, which is I've also seen it written as a 6/9 / major 7th. I look at it as a major 13th. You could look at it either way you want, but because it's all the notes that create a 13th chord, but it has the major 7th and not the flatted 7th in it. Now, any of the chords that I just mentioned that have a major third in it, if you flat the third note of the scale, then you have the minor versions of it. You can investigate that yourself, but here's just a couple examples. C minor 6, C minor / major 7th, that pretty much covers what we're going to do with the major scale. Oh, there's one I did forget. It's the sus2 / major 7. I've seen it written as a major 9, omit the third, but I just look at it as a sus2 major 7. Like Steely Dan uses that sound some. That's it for the major sounds that we're going to do right now. Please check out part 2 where we're going to discuss chords that use the flatted 7th, some refer to as dominant sounds. And we're going to cover 7s, 9s, 11s, 13s, but then we're going to get into a little bit of altered chords, and we're going to discuss some unique chord voicings, something a little uncommon. All right. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.